William Wordsworth's poem Ode to Duty was included in the second edition of Lyrical Ballads, published in 1800, and moves through 7 stanzas of 8 lines in ABAB CCDD rhyme scheme to describe a person caught between his desires to live according to his own will and the realization that there are higher principles he ought to follow. Wordsworth prefaces the poem with a quote from the Roman philosopher Seneca. "I am no longer good through deliberate intent, but by long habit have reached a point where I am not only able to do right, but am unable to do anything but what is right." At first, the poem recognizes the existence of duty as coming from the voice of God, and requiring obedience to avoid vain temptations in life. Some are able to find the proper balance and not be troubled in their self-judgment. And yet the poet sees in himself someone who earlier on neglected higher duty in favor of his own wishes. He paid no attention to unwelcome tasks he really should have completed. However, at this point in his life, he has made the free choice to dedicate himself and find comfort and peace in following the higher duties. This poem, unusual for Wordsworth, has absolutely no references to external nature, but is fully self-introspective. Now, Ode to Duty provides no specific examples of what the poet did previously to lead him, now that he's more mature, to realize that he's been too self-indulgent. For whatever reason, he's resolved to judge himself more sternly since he has been led to recognize higher principles and truths. Some lucky ones, he explains, don't question their own positions and live carefree lives, but he is not one of those people. In fact, he'll surrender the excesses of freedom for self-control and discipline. This fun poem speaks to Wordsworth's need to achieve reflection and accord with the truths of life through his poetry. The speaker consoles himself in the feeling that he can repose whichever is the same, and satisfaction at following certain laws that are powerful and stern. The reader is not given specifics about these principles, but is assured only with certainty that the speaker feels them. Thus, the possibility of finding similar refuge from the cares and unmet desires of the world might be discovered by readers too, in the spirit of self-sacrifice. Whatever cares and losses life may have for people, the poet may well have found a path away from blindness towards serenity. And this path may be open to all who make a rededication to truth and duty.